Just been new developments in the case of this little boy who was rushed to the hospital after he ate crack cocaine. Tonight, his grandmother and her boyfriend are in jail. Now, police say those two were watching the little boy at the grandmother's house in Palmetto when he ate those drugs. CBS Atlanta's Steve Kiggins joins us live here in studio tonight with the new details.
Yeah, that's right, Stephanie. In an exclusive interview with CBS Atlanta, the mother of 13-month-old Javon Daniel pleaded with that child's grandmother to turn herself into police. And tonight, grandma and her boyfriend are now in police custody.
From what I heard, it was like $250 worth of crack.
This cute baby boy is amazingly doing all right after his mother says he ingested crack cocaine over the weekend.
They ran tests on his urine, and he had tested positive for crack cocaine, so that's how we know he ate it.
Andrika says 13-month-old Javon started getting sick while playing at her mother's boyfriend's house in Palmetto on Saturday.
His blood pressure kept going up and down. He was throwing up.
Andrika says her mother, 32-year-old Ebony Daniel, and her mother's boyfriend were supposed to be keeping an eye on Javon.
I had asked them would they watch him while I take a shower.
But when Andrika got out of the shower, she says this man, 22-year-old Charlie Martin, the mother's boyfriend, was very upset.
He went into the room, he came right back out the room, and he was like, man, shawty, what happened to my crack? You know, cussing me out about it like I took it. So I'm like, nobody was in the house but me, you, and my son. And if we didn't touch it, then my baby had to get in it.
Andrika didn't see her baby eat the drugs, but she rushed him to a nearby hospital just to be sure.
At the hospital, he was like, when we first took him in, he was just hyper.
And now these two child caregivers are behind bars at the South Fulton County Processing Center, but Andrika says her mother is not to blame.
My mama, she didn't know he ate it just like I didn't know he ate it. We both were getting cussed out, really, by her boyfriend.
Now, there's no word yet on whether grandmother or her boyfriend will yet face a judge. Live in the newsroom, Steve Kiggins, CBS Atlanta News.
Thank you, Bernard. New developments tonight in a story that we have been following. The mother of a 13-month-old boy who ate crack was a witness in the case. Well, tonight, mom is a suspect. CBS Atlanta's Tony McNary joins us live in Palmetto with these new developments.
Well, Stephanie, 17-year-old Andrika Daniel turned herself in to police a few hours ago. This is an interesting twist in this case that involves her 13-year-old son, his grandmother, and his grandmother's boyfriend. While Palmetto police were waiting for 34-year-old Ebony Daniel and her boyfriend, 22-year-old Charlie Martin, to turn themselves in, investigators were building a case against 17-year-old Andrika Daniel.
I believe that she had further information that she didn't bring forward to the police. At this time, she has.
Police arrested Daniel and charged her with possession of cocaine, reckless conduct, and cruelty to children. Her arrest comes 4 days after her 13-month-old son, Javon, ate some crack cocaine. Police say it happened Saturday at Martin's house on Elm Drive. I was the only reporter Daniel spoke to after the incident.
His blood pressure kept going up and down. He was throwing up.
On Monday, police issued arrest warrants for Javon's grandmother, Ebony Daniel, and her boyfriend, Martin. Both turned themselves in on Tuesday. At the time, police said the child's mother was also at the house, but she was only a witness.
Why not charge her initially when you charged her mother and her mother's boyfriend?
At the original time, she was being treated as a witness, but as the investigation lengthened and got deeper into it, we found that she was involved as well.
Daniel told me she was in the shower when her son ate the crack cocaine. She says when she got out, Martin blamed her for taking it.
And he went into the room, he came right back out the room, and he was like, man, shawty, what happened to my crack? You know, cussing me out about it like I took it.
Police would not go into details about the new charges against Andrika Daniel, but suggested she knew the cocaine was inside the house.
There was more factors than what was presented at the beginning.
And police say the child is now in DFACS custody. His mother, grandmother, and her boyfriend will all make their first court appearances tomorrow. We're live in Palmetto. Tony McNary, CBS Atlanta News.
Your time now. Take a look at this happening today. A grandmother, her boyfriend, and her daughter all expected in court. Police say the daughter's 13-month-old son ate crack cocaine. CBS Atlanta's Jocelyn Cannell is live at the Fulton County Jail with the very latest on this case and more about the new arrest. Jocelyn.
Yeah, Tracy, this morning they're all behind bars here in the Fulton County Jail, but in just a few hours they're going to be facing a judge. 13-month-old Javon is expected to make a full recovery after ingesting crack cocaine, but his caregiver's troubles are just beginning. Javon's mom, grandmother, and grandmother's boyfriend all sit behind bars.
I believe that she had further information that she didn't bring forward to the police. At this time, she has.
Palmetto police arrested the mom, 17-year-old Andrika Daniel, yesterday, 4 days after the incident. At first, they believed Andrika was a victim.
There was more factors than what was presented at the beginning.
Before Andrika's arrest, she talked only to CBS Atlanta. She told us her baby got sick at her mom's boyfriend's house in Palmetto Saturday.
His blood pressure kept going up and down. He was throwing up.
Andrika says she was showering and thought her mom, Ebony Daniel, and Daniel's boyfriend, Charlie Martin, were watching Javon. But Andrika says when she got out, Martin was upset.
He went into the room, he came right back out the room, and he was like, man, shawty, what happened to my crack? You know, cussing me out about it like I took it. So I'm like, nobody was in the house but me, you, and my son. And if we didn't touch it, then my baby had to get in it.
Andrika rushed her son to the hospital where he did test positive for crack. She now faces a handful of charges, including cruelty to children and possession of crack cocaine.
As the investigation lengthened and got deeper into it, we found that she was involved as well.
And those court appearances are expected to take place at 11 o'clock this morning. We're live at the Fulton County Jail. Jocelyn Cannell, Better Mornings Atlanta.